Hello, in this video I want to show you some quick money saving tips that I wish I knew before I start running YouTube ads. So don't blink and stay with me, and then let me show you these things that I wish I knew. Let's get started. All right, so in order to understand what I mean, this is what the whole thing. Now, YouTube ad is an amazing platform, trust me on this, and it's something that it's a real game changer, but you really need to understand what you are doing. So in order not to waste my time, let's get started. So let me start by running a simple campaign, okay, so that I can walk you through what I mean. So this is a fresh account, so I click on new campaign. Okay, so as I walk with you, I'm going to show you. So we're going to create this. Okay, so anytime I would say you are getting started and you've not done your Google tags and stuff, don't go for this, but go for this rather. Okay, but if you have your Google tags and you're going for leads, first money saving tips, I would say go for leads. Okay, now this one gives you the ability to go without recommendation, but this, I tried this for lead generation without my tags and stuff, and I tried this with setting up my tag, and the difference was so clear. So this is the first money saving tip if you are going for leads. But if you're not going for leads and you're going for another thing, then go with this. All right, so let's go on. Okay, so what you want to do is the video ads. Okay, so let's keep going, continue. All right, so when I get to a money saving tip stage, I'll tell you. All right, stick with me. So we leave this like that. Like I said, make sure this, don't go for this, but go for maximum cost per view. Okay, so in my case, I tested for this targeted cost per meal. Okay, as it I went for targeted cost, okay, cost per 1,000 impressions, and as compared to this, I realized this worked well for me. So between the two, my other money tip tip is this. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, one thing I realized, I didn't go with campaign total. I like to go with daily because I would like to split test. So make sure you split test with $5. Okay, you might have other opinion, but I'm talking about what worked for me. All right, so now make sure you start with 3 days. Okay, so select end dates, and then now, okay, I'm going to do 3 days. So make sure you give a time frame, test 3 days, move 7 days, and then you can scale further. Okay, so that's what worked for me. I realized that it allows me to be able to read the data and read between the lines, which is working and what is not working. All right, so next is the networks. You want to start something, make sure you start with only this YouTube videos. Okay, that's also a money saving tip. Sometimes you'll be there, and then on your Google Ads dashboard, Google will recommend that check this video partners display network or search results. Trust me, stick with this. Okay, so next is your location. Of course, the money saving tip. Make sure, if your language, this is very, very important, make sure you stick to the language that your ad is in. This is not a money saving tip, but this is something you should know. All right, there are a lot of controversy between these two things. You watch, some people say expanded inventory, some say standard inventory. For me, what I saw that was working for me was standard inventory. So this was also a cool money saving tip for me. All right, so let's keep going. Now, the next thing is that you want to make sure that this too is also a money saving tip. This and that. Make sure you uncheck it all the time. Don't skip it if you don't want to waste money. All right, so let's keep pushing. Okay, next, conversion. Like I said, this, you use it when you have set your Google tags, right? Okay, so let's forget about this. Now, money saving tip. Now, one thing I realized was that TV screens is a waste of money. So make sure it's also a money saving tip. All right, so make sure stick with it, but you can go with this instead. So this is something that you want to save some money on checking TV screens. Nobody's ready to buy something on TV using the TV remote. There are a lot of things that, even if the person is interested in what you are selling, it's going to be difficult to buy with a remote. So you got to make sure that you do that, unless you have an ad that has phone number all over. But trust me, a lot of money will be wasted by running ads to TV screens. Okay, So this is very, very important. Stick with it. Now, frequency. This is also a cool money saving tip that people easily overlook. 1, 2. Now let me take my time and explain how powerful this is. Now, this what really worked for me was 4 and then 2. Now, this means that if a user sees your ad and then the first one skips, second one skips, third skips, fourth skips, for the next 24 hours the person will not see your ad until another 24 hours. So this is something which is a money saving tip that you want to really look at. Okay, cap frequency. Now, when someone sees your ad, okay, and interacts with your ad, okay, so this is supposed to be 2, okay, and the person interacts with your ad, like click on learn more, or clicks on your learn more or shop now or something on the YouTube ad, and then goes there and sees it again, clicks and goes there, the person is not going to see it unless the next 24 hours. So take note of these frequency tip. Okay, so schedule, leave it like that. Okay, ad group, let's not talk about it. Now, audiences and demographics. Okay, so let's go to this. I always do this unknown. I don't need them. I always don't, depending on what you are selling, but I don't work with 18 to 24. All right, depending on what you are selling. This I don't, depending on what you're selling, you can stick with this, but these people, they don't have much fans, they normally waste your money, so you want to do away with them. Okay, now another money saving tip. Okay, all right, so this we don't want to, when you are getting started, what you want to start with, our advice, I know some people like to do keywords and stuff, that's cool, but trust me on this, start with placement. And for placement, in order for it to work, you want to start with about 900 placement. I know you are like, whoa, what are you talking about? Now, that is when softwares comes into play, and there are other cheaper softwares which I'll put the link in the description for you to check the software out. But before that, let me show you one software that personally I use and it's really, really working for me. So all right, so the software that is working for me and gave me the amazing results is TubeTarget, and I'm going to put the link in the description. As compared with other softwares, which I mean they are charging huge amounts of money monthly, this is exceptionally cheap. I think in a year you are paying yearly plan and it's less than, I think, $30 or so. That's at the time I purchased. So I'm going to put the link in the description. It's actually an affiliate link, so if you purchase through my link, it's going to go a long way to help build my channel or motivate me as well. All right, so this is something that I use and it's so amazing, and you can do a lot of things with it. So you can target channels, keywords as well, and then videos or anything. So placement that I want to do, you want to look at this as well. So it's super cool. It has in-depth training on the system that you can follow and understand how to set it up and how to target as well. So TubeTarget, it's something I would say you should go with it. All right, so that's what I would say. Now, one cool tip too that I want to see is that if you want to target video placement, target minimum 900. If you have the muscle, you can go for 1,000 plus. That is where you see the results. Okay, that is what I saw was working. Little video, if you have 100, 200, forget it, you are not going to see the results. You want to see real results, start with 900, 1,000 and above. All right, so that's TubeTarget. That's one money saving tip. You want to check it out, TubeTarget. All right, so another thing is that bidding. Okay, so bidding, I go cost per view, and I always do 0.05. Okay, 0.05. Okay, so that's also a money saving tip that you want to always look at. So these are some few things that you want to look at before you run your YouTube ads. All right, so let me know your views. Let me know what you think about these cool tips that I gave in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.